All right. So let's start. All right. So we're now going to present our proposed title entitled Arduino Controlled Multifunctional Table Elevating Convenience for Electrical Engineering Students. So the following researchers are Engineer Orculio, Engineer Bacos, Engineer Caligit, Engineer Endriga, Engineer Godino, Engineer Lobres, Engineer Saladaga, and Engineer Tongko. So to proceed with the introduction, next slide, please. All right. So a dedicated study area for students is always an advantage. So according to Pacifica Companies, the blog that they published in the year 2019, so one of the most important reasons for having a dedicated area for study is that it sharpens the mind and improves concentration. And a separate study is better than using a bedroom, kitchen, or living room. So the student in a dedicated space is much less likely to be under disturbance by other people at home. So the Arduino Controlled Multifunctional Table, or ACMT, takes this insight into account, as well as other manufacturers or standard tables that strives to help consumers on a daily basis. Yet it's still impossible to deny that standard tables would still present certain gaps that needs to be addressed. So particularly when it comes to figuring out who would actually be using it. So the reason why ACMT aims to elevate convenience for electrical engineering tasks that require the assistance of a multifunctional table with the help of utilizing Arduino controller.
I-test ko.
Yeah, so
Di ba pwede i-test to?
yes.
Continue.
Ayun. So next is Arduino is an open source platform for creating electronic projects consisting of a programmable circuit board as well as a piece of software or IDE, integrated development environment that runs on your computer and is issued to write and upload computer code to the board. So basically, Arduino is a development board which can be used by anyone willing to design and create devices able to interact with the real world. So that's according to Alexandria 2023. So here it simply states that the researchers come up with this kind of study to elevate convenience for EE students by means of utilizing Arduino microcontroller. All right, so let's proceed with the conceptual framework to be presented by Engineer Kaligi.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Orculio. So let's proceed in conceptual framework. So in conceptual framework, this include the IPO model of the study. So under the input, there's observation and research. The next is planning and analyzing the proposed function of for ACMT. The next is gathering of materials for the proposed ACMT. Then continue to process under the process the designing and construction of proposed ACMT. The next is evaluation and analyzing of ACMT. Then the last is trial testing and troubleshooting. Then the last is output. The output is Arduino controlled multifunctional table elevating convenience for electrical engineering students. So when the process and final output falls, the flows goes to the feedback. The feedback help fix what needs to improve for Arduino control multifunctional table. So yun yung mismong tulong ng feedback once na mag-fail into the process or output, it helps feedback to circularize dun para makuha natin yung mismong final output. So let's proceed to the objective of the study, presented by Engineer Lowell Lobres.
Thank you, Engineer Kaligid. Okay. For the objectives of the study, this includes the general and specific objectives of the study. And under the general objective, this study is to utilize the Arduino microcontroller in a multifunctional table to elevate the convenience for electrical engineering students. And under the specific objectives, there are three specific objectives. First, this study is to categorize electrical engineering tasks that require the assistance of an Arduino-controlled multifunctional table. Second, this study is to design and present a modified multifunctional study table suitable for electrical engineering students. And lastly, this study is to assess the functionality of the Arduino-controlled multifunctional table. Okay, let's proceed to the statement of the problem, and this is to be presented by Engineer Baus.
Good afternoon, everyone. Next slide. Thank you. Thank you, Engineer Lobres. So for the statement of the problem, this include the following problems that need to be addressed in this study. This project aims to build an ACMT or Arduino control multifunctional table in elevating convenience for electrical engineering students. So first, on the level of electrical engineering student, there is a lack of recognized and feasible research on employing Arduino, notably in multifunctional table. There is no design and multifunctional table for electrical engineering students, particularly, and also separate table use is inconvenient. So this is the stated problem in the study. Thank you. Let's proceed to the scope and the limitation to be presented by Engineer Tongko.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Bacos. On the scope and delimitation, it aims to provide a clear understanding of a objectives, limitation, and the focus of the study. On this scope, it intent of building the Arduino controlled multifunctional table is to modify an existing table to meet the needs of electrical engineering students, particularly when dealing with electrical engineering tasks that requires the assistance of a multifunctional table with the help of the Arduino microcontroller. This study aims to address the absence of a multifunctional table intended for electrical engineering students to elevate convenience and delimit itself in creating smart table considering the financial resources. Okay, next one is the significance of the study to be presented by Engineer Saludaga.
So thank you, Engineer Tongko. So the significance of the study. This includes whom the study would be beneficial. First is electrical engineering students, as the study aims to elevate convenience through the help of Arduino microcontroller. This will be highly beneficial for those electrical engineering students considering its essential upgrade. Next is future researchers. This will serve as a guideline for the future researchers to conduct and give more emphasis towards utilizing other technological advancements in terms of addressing convenience even more. And lastly is the manufacturers. This will raise awareness among various furniture manufacturers, particularly those involved in the production of multifunctional tables, to encourage them to implement essential upgrades ideal for intended profession. And then next is the existing design. So as you can see, there are two images. One is a simple desk and the other one is the drawing table. This two things is what we combine in order to create our multifunctional table as what you can see in our proposed design. So we include there the top view, the front view, the side view, and the isometric view of the ACMT or Arduino Control Multifunctional Table, and the detailed presentation of what this table possesses will be later discussed by my co-researcher. But for now, let's move on to the materials that will be used in order for us to make this table, and it will be presented by Engineer Bacchus.
Thank you again, Engineer Saladaga. So as we can see the materials in our proposed table, which is the Pallochina wood, will be the base of the table itself. The power supply 12 volts for the Arduino Uno, also 12 volts. Linear actuator alternative is connected to the Arduino itself. The 3.5-inch LCD touchscreen that connected to the Arduino Uno again. Also, the USB ports are at different part of this table, and a convenience outlet, LED strip to be connected in the drawing table, and the fingerprint scanner device. So let's proceed to the proposed design to be presented by Engineer Enrique.
Thank you, Engineer Baos. In this proposed, next slide. In this proposed design, this includes the detailed representation of the proposed multifunctional table. It consists of drawing table. This section of the table can be adjusted from 0 to 45 degrees, and it's controlled by LCD touchscreen. It is mostly meant for sketching or drawing, writing table or desk, a part of table where you can write and set up a laptop or monitor. Foldable, foldable extended side, this where USB side port located. Embedded calculator holder, this table. Embedded portion can serve as calculator case. Embedded pencil organizer, the embedded part of this table can be used as a pencil or ballpen organizer. 6. Mini drawer. Important documents are kept in this section. Fingerprint scanner. This device is used to secure drawer. Adjustable table leg. With the use of controller, the table leg height can be adjusted. Linear actuator. A machine component that will allow the table to adjust the height of the leg and the angle of drawing table. It can be controlled using a LCD touchscreen. LCD touchscreen. This is the main controller of all the components that needs to be controlled. Let's move on to the next presentation to be presented by Engineer Godino Rampi.
Thank you, Engineer Enrique. The block diagram. This block diagram shows the connection of input and output devices that we will use to make the multifunctional table. Next slide, please. So, this flowchart shows the detailed sequence and how to operate and control every function of the table. And as you can see here, the Arduino serves as a main brain of the multifunctional table, and the LCD touch panel will be the controller to control the following functions, such as adjustable leg height, adjustable drawing table, fingerprint scanner, and LED strips, and 180 degrees lamps. So this will be the last part of
presentation. So thank you for listening.
All right, so the room are now open for any questions, clarifications, or suggestions.
Okay, unahan ko na. So, first of all, congratulations sa grupo. Maganda yung presentation, maganda yung idea. And congratulations, Sir Manny. Dahil mukhang meron ka nang maipapa-register as utility model. Maganda to, maganda yung idea nila and very unique.
Yes.
Looking forward na maipatent search natin to para maano natin to, i-apply agad for utility model application. Maganda to, Sir Manny.
Sige, sige.
Sir Jerome, wala na akong
Ito.
masabi. Ang ganda eh. Congratulations sa grupo.
Thank you, sir.
Oo, nakita niyo, bago na rin yung headset ko. Sa ganda nung presentation, no? Bago na naman yung headset ko.
Parang napapansin ko kada grupo, sir, iba ka ng iba ng headset eh. 10 grupo to eh. Ibig sabihin, 10 headset meron ka.
Buisit yung mga headset ko. Ito, gumagana na.
Sir Patch.
Sir Patch.
Patch,
Yes, sir.
sabi mo dun sa presentation,
Yan ba yung Arduino auto level gamit?
Ilagay niyo nga yung, yung title niyo. Wag yung thank you lang. Para makita natin yung pinaka-title. Habang nagpe-present. Yan. O yan. Yeah.
Multifunctional table elevating. Drawing table ba yan ninyo? Drawing table. Tama?
Yes.
Okay. Wala na akong tanong. Sige.
sabi ko, pag maganda talaga, wala kang maitanong eh.
Okay. So from your title, no? Kasi ako, easy ako eh. Tapos dito, nakalagay lang dito, elevating convenience for electrical engineering students. So ang tanong ko, ano pagkakaiba ng table na to na kung gagamitin ng isang ECE or ng isang civil engineering student? Or any engineering student na gagamit ng table na to? Bakit parang exclusive lang yata sa electrical?
Naka-specify eh.
Naku, nagtatakbo na si Sir Repike. Naku, durog tayo dyan.
Para daw kay Sir Manny lang talaga yata ito, sir.
Oo nga, parang naka-exclusive kay Sir Morales eh. Kay Engineer Morales.
Ganun.
Actually po,
Pwedeng tanggalin ng electrical siguro, di ba?
sige po.
Pwede
Parang
multifunctional
in general
table.
for engineering students na lang lahat, di ba?
Tapos except electronics sa dulo nakalagay.
Oo, electronics engineering talaga naalis mo kaya.
Multifunction table, elevating convenience for
engineering students. Except electronics engineering.
Tama, ganun na lang. Tanggalin nyo lang electrical para lahat. Di ba? Lahat,
lahat cover din nyo, hindi lang engineering.
Oo, kasi
makikater nyo lahat ng department.
Meron siyang drawing table, meron siyang elevation, control,
Pwede rin,
para kung
architecture siguro, pwede rin yan eh.
Pwede nga rin, sir eh.
Sa arcade, di ba?
Yes po.
Hindi, yan muna natin sa engineering.
Okay.
Exclusive natin sa engineering. No?
Ganun na lang for engineering students.
Huwag naman talaga isang department lang ang gagamit. Pwede naman sa lahat ng engineering student as we could see. Kasi lahat tayo may drawing, lahat tayo may
design, no?
Oo. Tapos meron ding lagayan ng calculator, etc. No? So maganda yung project. Saludo ako diyan.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wala na ako ipagtatanong. Yun lang.
Thank you po.
Dalawa na yung natin, napipili ah.
Dalawa na yung nagot na.
Dalawa na.
Aba. O sige, bukas na ng wala nang question, wala nang
Tapusin na
bukas
natin.
na ng camera, aba.
Oo, ganda ng headset ko.
Ay,
Mantalayin natin hanggang hindi sisira headset na Sir Manny.
Sir, miss
Paki-up na yung paki-stop na yung presentation.
Oo, picture na lang ng mga mukha nyo. Yan.
Paki-up na yung presentation.
Tampo, sir.
Wait lang, sir.
Ayan, 1,
Wait lang po.
2, 3.
Gaganda, nagwagwapuha naman pala itong mga to.
1, 2, 3. Ayan. Congrats.
Di kita.
Eh.
Di kita yung isa.
Eh,
Kasi na rin kayo.
Okay na. Congrats.
Sir, kamusta na si Ribo?
Congratulations. Okay naman siya.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you
Very
po.
good. Guys.
Next group. Dali, hanggang di pa sira yung headset ko.
Samantalahin natin yan. Dalawang grupo na lang, no, Jerome?
Dalawa na lang, sir. Dalawa na lang po. Dalawa na lang.
Sana maayos to para mabilis na tayo.
Sakto